Well, here we are up on the top of 14. Again, so many questions about this hole, so we're going to cover it today. It's a beautiful view, but it's also a beautiful hole. It's not just a view. Spectacular golf hole, downhill tee shot, straight over the ravines, onto the fairway. How do we play it from the fairway? We've had lots of questions in on that one there. So today I'm going to show you how to shave those shots off at 14, how to play them better, and hopefully get you a few more pars. At 477 yards off the back, this is now an absolute brute of a par 4. The only fortunate thing is it plays down the prevailing wind, so you've got to be careful of the ditch at the bottom, especially if you're one of our big hitters. So irons, 3 woods, they're all going to be popular when the ground is much, much drier. Get down there as far as you can, and that's what we want to try and do. Get down as far as we can without going in that ditch. So we're going to move from tee to tee today, and I'll show you what we're doing from each tee. But the most important thing to remember, we must hit it down the left hand side, and that opens up the runway to the green, gives us a much better chance of chasing something onto the green if we can't reach with an iron that actually lands on the putting surface. So down to the yellow tees now. Let's go and have a look from down there. Okay, so down from the yellow tee now, and also we've got the ladies blocks on the same tee as well. It's a par 5 for ladies, but it's a par 4 for you guys playing from the yellow tees here. Again, we do want the ball to be down there as far as we can, but remember, if you are a longer hitter, take your laser out, laser the left-hand bridge, see how far it is to the left-hand bridge, and then go from there. If you feel that you're going to have to make a swing where you've got to come off your driver a little bit, swing it a bit slower, then fine. But remember, that can lead to pulls on some occasions, so you're better off taking a 3-wood and hit that properly, come up short of the ditch, and crack on from there. Well, I've hit that lovely tee shot down the left-hand side. The ball's run on the contours of this fairway back towards the centre, and that's where I now need to play my second shot from. Even good tee shots on this hole can leave 200-yard shots to the green on a regular basis, and that means that you're going to have to be using a fairway wood or a hybrid to reach the green. For the longer hitters, you may have gone a lot further down the fairway. You're going to take the aerial route to the green, but remember this now: if in doubt, start it left and fade the ball into the flag. Use the contours. Never try to draw the ball up into this green, because you're starting the ball over the trouble, and if you miss that shot, you'll end up down the right hand side in one of the bunkers or worse. So now I'm going to show those people playing this shot from that 200-yard area exactly what we need to be doing. So first and most importantly, laser the pin or use your GPS, get the distance for the shot, and now we'll get ourselves set up. And I want to cast your mind back now to the draws and fades video that I did, and we're on hole 2, standing on the tee. What do? Club face points where I want the ball to finish. My feet and hips and shoulders will line up where I want the ball to start, so let's do that now. Setting myself up. Club face is pointing at the front left corner of the green. Now, if the ball lands there, I know that the contours will do the rest of the work for me. That 3-wood or 5-wood off this downslope, they're going to travel lower as clubs anyway, because remember, I am on a downslope here, and it'll also fade more from left to right, because also the ball is below my feet. It's a double whammy here. So I'm on a downslope and the ball's above my feet. That's going to accentuate the fade shape, because I'm having to lean over a little bit more at address, slightly steeper swing, but let's not fight it. Let's make that absolutely clear. If we know the ball wants to fade, let's let the ball fade. That's absolutely fine. But the most important thing, if you're going to let that happen, is where you start the ball. So that's the feet, hips and shoulders. That's the important bit that sets you up to swing on the line of your alignment, and that's what starts the ball left. And then the club face, that's what will make it turn then towards the actual target. So club face here now, front left corner, feet, hips and shoulders, they're going to be pointing much more to the left. My swing path is across the line of my feet and across the ball, and the ball's going to start up that left hand side and run onto the green with its fade shape. Just remember that because we're fading the ball, and because there's a downslope and the ball's below your feet and we're setting up for a fade, the ball won't go as far as you think. So if you think it's 5 wood, club up, take a 3 wood. There's no way you'll hit the ball through the back of the green, because if this is 200 yards to the front, you're going to have to hit it 240 something yards to get it out the back. So there's no chance you're going to hit it long. And if you count on your hands how many times you've hit it through the back of this green, I'll be surprised if you get past one hand. And now the only times you'll have done that is when you've thinned it from the approach. So club up, get the ball up to the green, and that means that because you're playing that fade shot that doesn't go as far, you're going to have to use a club that will go further. Some of you may be in a position that your drive is not going to go far enough for you to be able to get over this ditch, which is at the bottom of the fairway, in 2 shots. So you've decided to lay up. Laying up, it's a good thing to do, especially if you think that you can't reach. There's no point taking the risk, because from the bottom of the hill, it's not really very far to the green at all. So remember, laser one of the bridges, take your yardage to the bridge, come back 5 or 10 yards, then hit that shot. The most common thing I see for people who are playing layup shots is lack of turn. You're scared of hitting it the full distance because you think it's going to go in the ditch. So remember, the club you've chosen should go short of the ditch, even if you hit your best one that you've ever hit. Most important thing then is to make sure that you turn your shoulders fully and swing properly. So when you're playing those layup shots, and it doesn't matter whether it's on any other hole, this one included, make a full turn. That's what'll get you to hit the ball straight, because so many times I see people who are trying to play layup shots, they lay up so poorly, hit the ball left, don't hit it far enough, and that's because we're actually worried about the ditch, and we should have taken that out of play with the club that we chose for the shot. Okay, so you've chosen to lay up, and when you played that layup shot, the most important thing is that you went at that left-hand bridge. You can go at the left-hand bridge, or you can actually go even further to the left, and I'm talking at those yellow stakes. That's now giving you the best angle to get into that green with whichever club that you're hitting. So if you've got to hit a hybrid and let it run round, or you can hit an iron shot that runs up onto the green, the best place to do it from is this left-hand side. So make sure that your layup is super accurate, and you've just made your 3rd shot an awful lot easier. Well, I suppose the last shot that we're actually going to feature on hole 14 is the shot into the green from those people who couldn't reach but could go past the ditch which goes across the fairway. So as you can see now, I'm in that position with the green in front of me, and on this occasion, not like hole 13, you're not going to get your hybrid out, because that's going to cause too many problems. The distance that you've got to travel and the contours that you've got to travel over are literally just too long. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the aerial route, out comes the sand wedge, laser the flag, and we're going to pitch the ball as far up this green as we can. Even if the flag's at the back of the green, I want you to try to be thinking about landing your ball on the back 3rd of the green. If the flag's on the front, it doesn't matter. Still take the aerial route, get the ball up in the air, bypass all of the contours on the ground, and you'll get your ball a lot closer to the hole. Well, the beauty of this fantastic hole doesn't stop at the fairway. It's a fantastic green site also. Bunkers guarding every single corner, lots of different slopes. If there was a piece of advice I could give you about this green, just remember, leave yourself uphill putts. Going past the hole, not the one. Very slopey, very quick from back to front, and that's what we want to try and avoid. That was hole 14, our signature hole here at Tandridge. We all love it. It's a super hole. I hope today I've been able to help you a little bit in how to play it, how to avoid those disasters, how to put some more pars on the card, or even a little birdie. Stay safe everyone, thanks for watching, I'll see you all in the next video.